I show you the summary of part 2 lecture. That I don't want to repeat and explain. It is in the slide, you can read. Also, if you want, you can go to the part 1 and part 2 in the YouTube. You can get more information about these things. So today what we are going to start is last part of the third part actually. Last part of the success program. The last one is very important one to get your success, including with the previous activities. This is called time management. Time management also very important for your life to get success. First, because this is a new subject, we will discuss the matters in this slide first. What we are going to discuss and what I am going to explain to you today is, first, what is time management? Second, why time management is important? Third, benefit of time management. 4. Effective time management process. 5th, task priority matrix. Other one, supportive knowledge area of time management. Last part we are going to discuss very deeply is smart time management. So first we will discuss deeply about what is time management. Actually, time is 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, like that. There's our definition already. But time is a constant. Time cannot be managed. So always 24 hours one day. So 1 day is 24 hours. 7 days a week is 7 days. Nobody can say that. Now we understood time is a fixed one, cannot be managed. Therefore, what is the meaning of time management is everybody in the life have activities to implement their day-to-day life. This activity management within a particular time frame is called time management. Therefore, actually speaking, this subject is a activity management. Now, why time management is important? If we realize this only, then we can work on that and we can proceed. Why time management is important is everybody in the life have lot of activities to do based on their objective. The objective of each individual in the world is different. Somebody wanted to become as a scientist, somebody wanted to become as a good driver, somebody wanted to become as a good whatever it is. Based on the objective, their activities are different. First, in case of time management, what people wanted to do is define the activities according to the objective, and they can apply the time management program. There, they can get lot of benefits, saving times, can do everything without stress, they can get success in all their objective and all. Therefore, time management is important for everybody to get the success in their life. So now we will clearly understand before we go to the process of time management. What is the benefit of time management? Already we have discussed importance of the time management because life success is mainly dependent on that. Therefore, this is an important activity. Time management is an important activity. But before that, better we understand what is the advantage, what is the benefit of time management. Say, first one, reduce the stress. Simply, we can understand, I told that everybody will have objectives and activities based on that objective they need to practice in their day-to-day life. If they plan properly and implement the time management theory and process, they can complete their activities without any stress. Therefore, time management helps you to live without stress. This is everybody understand. Globally, there is a big issue these days. People's health, 60-70% of the people's health damaged because of the stress. Therefore, time management is helping you to reduce the stress. That means you will have a good health and you will have time to enjoy yourself in your life. Second one is increase the productivity. So people are doing lot of activity to make some productive. For example, if manufacturing company, if you have, you want to have high productivity. Say if you are one of the good lecturer, you must be giving a good lecture and getting productive output to the people. Say if you wanted to be a scientist, you will have to get a very good productive output from your R&D, then it will be the benefit to the people. By applying the time management, you can reduce the, you can increase the productivity time. That means you can reduce the waste. So other one is reduce the time waste. If you identify what are the activities needed for your objectives and for your success, then you can concentrate on that and eliminate the waste of your time. Unimportant factors, activities, you don't want to waste your time there. Therefore, this time management mainly explaining to you how you can save the time by applying time management process. Increase output. This is of course really when you are avoiding to waste your time to unwanted things. Therefore, those time you are using for your benefit. Therefore, definitely output will increase. Control over your responsibility. When you are having a time management process and your own program implementing by you, you know what to do. Therefore, you can easily control your responsibility. More quality work. Ultimately, everybody knows if you are doing perfectly like this, your work output will have very good quality. Say, assume if it is a project implementation, you can simply deliver high quality project. Say, next slide, you can see what it is. Effective time management process. Now only we are going to start the time management process. After now I explained the background about the time management. First one, what you need to do in your time management process is, first you must set your objective. Second, you must have a list of the activities according to your objective. Not only that, time management includes 3 parts. Don't forget that if you miss one also, you are not going to get the success. We are going to learn this time management for the purpose of getting success in your life. But this has 3 parts. One is time management activity related with your family. Also you need to manage. Time management activities related with your society or social functions. And time management activities related with your particular project. What you are doing. Project means, say what you are going to do in the world and what you are going to achieve, everything together. This implementation is called project. Therefore, after list out these activities, first your time management process starting with prioritizing the task. For example, if you wanted to build one story building, there are a lot of activities there. Buying a land, getting approvals and blah blah, so many activities. But all these activities, you will have to prioritize which one you can do first, which one you can do second. What are the activities can be parallelly handled? What are the activities interleave? Interleave means when you see it is almost like parallel, but in between there are time slices to do each and everything. Therefore, this prioritizing the task is very important. After prioritize the task only, you can start to implement. This I will explain later in one slide, task priority matrix. If you use that matrix, you can simply identify priority 1, 2, 3 like that. Third one, after you prioritize the activities, you have to schedule the task. Say, how are you going to schedule the task? You must define your starting time. Then you will have to make the schedule. Then you can identify when you can complete if it is a real world. But world is not real. Your society and your environment is not real. Therefore, there are plus and minus. You may need more time, you may need less time. But to make this schedule, there is a standard theory available. So you have to use that to schedule it according to the parallel operation, single operation. Some operation need to be completed before that, like that. Say accordingly, you will have to make that analysis and completed that chart. This is called time management chart. Somebody is telling, but from the beginning, this is called critical path analysis. Both same meaning, time management chart or critical path analysis. You can. Why we call critical path analysis? Activity paths we have to analyze critically and finalize. Say start some activity, do some activity parallel, and do some other activities. You have to wait up to complete certain, otherwise you can't start. So after complete that, you can calculate, say time, this activity, this amount of time, then we can calculate and see how long it will take to complete this particular project. Other one is called touch it one. So when you making this schedule, I already told, this schedule you are making for a real world. But when you are in implement, you are going to work in the available environment. Therefore, there are some changes. Definitely it happen to your schedule. So when you do that, already you may have plan. You can't continue that plan up to end. Therefore, what you need to do is, you need to review timely. But the theory is saying that minimum touch it once. Minimum touch it one means at least per day, each day, you will have to review the schedule and see whether it's moving accordingly, or you have advanced time, or you have shortage of time, or some activities you can change, equal way of changing. Say if you assume you can't do this activity, say there are some activity you can identify, it will be the same output, then you will have to change it. Say like that, to do these changes, at least touch it once. But prefer touch it 2-3 times per day. Say morning you are starting here, after lunch when you are coming, and before you start you are reviewing, like that. That type of review is much better. But there is a philosophical suggestion. At least your today's programs review, at least latest by before you go to the bed. Today itself you will have to review. What is the advantage there is, globally, practically people found the advantage. This is the human mind related activity. If you review this your task schedule before you go to the bed, when you are sleeping, your other parts of the bodies are getting rest. But when you are sleeping, memory is not fully sleeping. Memory is working. Therefore, memory may work with the silent environment, and in the early morning when you are get up, you may get new ideas on this task schedule, how you can reorganize. This is a big belief, but some of the people are not believing, majority of the people are believing this process. Other one is dumb it. When you are having your time schedule for critical path analysis to complete your project. If you identify there are shortage of time, in the meantime, you identify there are some activities not urgent and not important. So you can dump it to save the time. See, other one, implement the activities. Physically, you will have to arrange the resources and implement the activities. See, now, before I go to other parts, so I wanted to clearly discuss about this matter because task priority is a very important part for your time management. If you know what are the priorities needed for particular activities correctly, it is the most helpful for you to implement this time management program. Generally, but there are so many other ways. Generally, we are dividing into 4 parts. Our activities, we have a group of activities written down. Generally, we have 4 parts. One is urgent and important activities. Activities mean tasks. Other one is urgent and not important tasks. Other one is not urgent and important tasks. The last one is not urgent and not important tasks. This one I told. If you identify not important and not urgent, you can dump it. Possible, if possible, you can dump it. The first one is urgent and important tasks. Before you start this process or program or project, or just when you are starting, you must clearly understand within these activities what are the urgent and important activities. You are giving the first priority for that. The second thing is urgent and not important tasks. You can give the second priority to this. Not urgent and important one, you can give third priority. Other ones, if possible, you can dump it. Then you can save the time and utilize that time for another work activity. Now we are coming into the practical point of view. Supporting knowledge area of time management. See, if you want to do the time management, not only the following the time management process, you must have the knowledge to tackle the problem and barriers coming against you during this. This you must have the extra skills and knowledge and all this. Supporting knowledge area of time management, first one, being busy versus productive. You must have enough knowledge to manage without having a busy. Also, you must have the knowledge and the skill to make more productive. So these two things depend on your extra knowledge. For example, if you identify what are the factors making you busy, then you can avoid that. For example, when you are having a big meeting, or when you are doing a big planning, or when you are in the site doing some work, you may get unwanted call, or you may, these days, your phone will give so many alerts. Say, even if you want to see what is alert, then you are wasting your time. When you are wasting your time, when you are eating, no harm. When you are wasting your time, when you are doing a critical project, it's a big issue. Sometimes, some unwanted call or some unwanted interference make you busy, you may unable to do the correct process, may happen accident in your factory. Billions of loss may also happen. It happened all over the world. There are history in the nuclear disaster and all. It happened because of only 3 minutes something different. Right? Therefore, this is up to you and your knowledge how you can make you without this. That you have to list out. These are the items making me busy. Avoid this. In the meantime, you must understand what is the project you are implementing, or you are teaching, or you are doing R&D, or what it is. Every day, you have to technical analyze how you can improve the productivity. Not only managing the time, how you can improve your productivity, quality wise, quantity wise, and time wise. This extra skill and knowledge you will have to prepare according to your field. That's why I told in my previous lecture, to get success, you must have this priority and skilled in your field. This is very important. If you have very good skill in your field, you can increase your product. In the meantime, if you have very good interpersonal skill, you can make you without this. These two are concept, but output is dependent on how you are practicing. So other one, 80-20 principle. Because when you are doing some projects, even writing an exam or giving a lecture or doing building a house or whatever it is, you may have a lot of activities. Say assume 100 activities. Within that 100 activities, you will have to select what are the 20 activities. When you implement that, it will give 80% completion on your project. Then you have to give important priority, urgent and important priority to that. This principle is practically I observed and I heard from even my friends and other project implementation people. If you use this principle, you can save a lot of time, you can reduce your failure rate of not only saving the time, you can save, you can protect without fail by implementing this problem. So other one is identify time waste. So if you can identify the time waste with your best of knowledge, that means you don't want to do the wasteful activities by spending time. But in the meantime, I told that there are 3-4 things you will have to consider to reduce the stress. You must have to consider your life activity of your family. You must have to consider the life activity of your family and social activity and your entertainment also. I forgot it earlier. Certain level of entertainment is very important for your health. That means relax. To get a relax, there are two types. There are people doing meditation, but not 100% people. But there is a doubt. People are talking meditation is good, meditation is bad. We can't say. But relax. Whether you are doing meditation or you are seeing cinema, whatever it is, particular hours of relax needed for a person. So to do that, according to your wish, what you like, say you have to do it. That means what you like you can do, means you can't do everything because at the beginning I told your activities cannot be negative. Say what you like to do, that is the environment, means you can't kill the people, you can't shoot it. Say those are negative activities. Within the positive attitude, you will have to take some time to get relaxed. Some people like to listen songs, some people like to see the cinema, some people want to practice piano, violin, or whatever it is, including the exercise. Say what we are recommending is identify the time waste and don't do that. Bad things don't do. Other one is a dedication of task is a very important for your implementation part. For example, time management, activity implementation, delegation is very important because single man can't do everything. He needs a team. Here he must be able to delegate the activities to the team. But there are two big principles on this. Before you do the delegation, please make activities small slides. Then only you can give this activity for you, this activity for you. The most efficient is depend on how much you are making more number of activities. Easy to do that. The second one, when you delegate, you must understand when you are delegating some activity to the person A, first you must prove yourself whether he can implement that. What is the efficiency of that person in this? What is the background knowledge and the skill he has to do this? So those are very important. Simply saying, if you delegate and make a team, and if you nominate correct people at the correct position, since you are the very successful man in this particular project. So the last one is activities, personal versus career. Already I mentioned. Personal versus career means you have activities related with your personal, family activity or social activities or whatever it is. At the same time, you have a career, you are a CEO or director of one big company, or you are a one team member of economic development or whatever it is. So these two are different, but you will have to give equal opportunity for these two. But the method of time management is same for both, whether it is personal or career. The process, time management process is same. But you will have to give equal importance for both, because practically simply you can see even some of the organization, there are good people with a good attitude and very good skill in their job. If that person is not giving the priority to the career, giving 70% of the time to the personal activities, you will not get success. You need balance. Balance according to the time. Some particular time, you need to give 90% time allocation for family, but some other time, you need to allocate 95% of the time for the career activities. Simply saying, balance, you need to balance personal activity and career activities. Now finally we came to this very interesting point. This is called smart management. Smart time management. Smart time management means, actually the main objective of the time management I told, you have to reduce your stress, and it will give the time advantage. You can reduce the time to finish each activities. You will have enough free time. Then you are more relaxed and your health is also will be good. To do that, currently, for example, last couple of years, we will have an opportunity in the world because of the development of ICT industry. Most of our life activity can be handled through the ICT network, especially IT network. Mainly depend on software process, software application packages and all. Simply in one sentence I can say, if you can use tools to implement your activities, it will be very fast, it will be more accurate. Therefore, your success in time management, it will be the full life success for you. Say smart time management means, again I am telling that what you need to do is try to use maximum IT tools or IT connectivity to implement your activities faster and correctly. There are so many other examples, but I don't want to tell small examples. Summarizing the total part 1, part 2, part 3 videos summary. Because we have started this with what is the meaning of success, how to achieve success, why success is very important in your life and all. Here I am going to summarize what you need to do basically is, first one, you need to develop positive attitude yourself. So without positive attitude, you can't get success. This is historically proved that. Second one, acquiring high knowledge, really deep. Whether you studied in university or you studied in school or you studied without any school also possible, but you must have a real knowledge value that most of the case real education are coming to the universities and institute. But there are few people prove that even without that they have achieved a big success. For example, most of the highest successful people are like that. There's a person called Taylor. Now the people call him as a father of management. He was joined as a laborer in one of the company. He was shoveling some item to the lobby. Finally, successfully, he was a CEO and later he became as a owner of the company. And at the same time, he did lot of social service and also he contributed to the management studies a lot. So this type of thing is proving that say even without going to university also you can do that. There are so many examples like this. Other one, develop high level of skill in your field. Say you must try to get maximum skill in your field. The fourth one is develop your professional standard. This is very important for you to get social wealth. Not only for the health and the other money related success. Your full success is related with social health also. Social health means what extent, what level society is respecting you. To do that, this is a very important one. You must have a higher level in your professionalism. The last one, practice effective time management. This is the video, this one also I explained a lot. Practice effective time management is the physical success of your life success. Thank you.